no chat, huh? How have you been? How's your business? I always thought Angela's aviary was such a catchy name.
What do you want, Melissa?
Well, that's not the response I was hoping for. Hello? Hey, your little sis gets in touch for the first time in what seems like ages, and that's all you can say? Kinda cold, innit?
What did you expect? Unbridled elation and tears of happiness? What do you want? And I know you didn't just suddenly start missing me. Just tell me. Did someone die?
What? No, not that I know of. I just thought I'd say hello. So, hello. What's strange about a girl reaching out to her big sis? It's nothing out of the ordinary.
It is. Ah, damn it. Did you forget what a mess you created 5 years ago? 'Cause I haven't. I never will. And neither will anybody else. You wreaked havoc on our family. No one has forgiven you.
Oh, come on, sis. Take the gloves off for a minute. That was 5 years ago. I just wanted to have a nice, calm chat. Is that too much to ask? Blood is thicker than water. Water under the bridge.
As usual, you seem to be forgetting the fact that you are the reason for all this. You ignored all my messages, even though you clearly read them. Look, Melissa, I don't have the time or desire to talk about this. If you don't have anything to say, please leave me alone.
I couldn't answer you. After what happened, after what I did, I wrote to you so many times, but I just couldn't bring myself to send it. I'm sorry for what I did. Stealing Conrad from you was a horrible thing to do.
You think? It's a pity you didn't think that 5 years ago when I was supposed to marry him. Seriously, what do you want? To make amends? You can't just say sorry and make everything all right. You think that's going to give me my life back?
I'm sorry.
Sorry? You ran away with him when I was pregnant. Do you know what that did to me? You have no idea, do you?
I am sorry. But the heart wants what the heart wants. I couldn't resist him.
That's a load of crap and you know it. You wanted him because he was married to me. You couldn't stand to see me happy. And when I told you we were going to have a baby, you hatched your plot to ruin my happiness. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll never forget that cheating scumbag either. But to deliberately and methodically steal your own sister's husband? You are the lowest of the low. The family has never been the same. You ruined everyone's lives. And not just our family. Conrad's family's lives, too.
I wanted to apologize. That was my plan. To make amends to you when everything had calmed down.
You vanished without a trace for 5 years and that's all you can say? I was so mad with you, I didn't tell anyone that you were reading my text messages. When they asked what had happened to you, I played dumb. You blocked everyone else. Even Mom and Dad. But you kept my number. I imagined the life you two were living. You only ever read my texts after midnight, so I imagined you were working until late at night at a diner. But you know what? I just gave up caring. I wasn't going to let you control my life from wherever you were. What the hell do you want? Tell me or I'll block you once and for all. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner.
I wanted to apologize. If you want him back, he's all yours.
What? Didn't you get married?
Yeah, we did. But things didn't work out. We soon found we have nothing in common. Then we just fought all the time. Luckily, we didn't have kids to complicate things. So, we got divorced last year. I didn't know whether I should tell you or not. He's not in the picture anymore. So, I was wondering if we could,
What?
be sisters again. And I need to ask you something.
Here it comes. I knew you didn't just want to reach out. What could you possibly ask of me? You took everything.
I need a kidney.
Just like that? I need a kidney. Wow. Go to hell.
I've been diagnosed with kidney failure. Non-diabetic. Looking back, I had all the symptoms. I just never put two and two together. I just put it down to the stress of modern life. Angela? By the time I finally went to the hospital, it was too late to do anything. If I don't have a transplant, I'll have to spend the rest of my life in and out of dialysis. Even then, the average life expectancy is about another 3 years.
Did you tell Mom and Dad?
No. I haven't talked to them for 5 years. They don't want to have anything to do with me ever again.
Yep. They were so angry you wouldn't have thought they were the same two people. It's how I felt too.
Yeah, but their daughter's life is at stake. Your sister. You can't just ignore me. Please, Angela. I don't have much time. I can't bear to go to the bathroom for fear that I accidentally see the blood. I'm scared, sis. Won't you help me? Your only sister? You wouldn't want me to die, would you?
You think it's that easy? How do you know I won't refuse and let your cheating ass die?
Because I know you. You were always the kind one. Hey, sis. I remember that pigeon you found with the broken wing. You nursed it back to health. That's when you knew you wanted to be a vet, right? You were always the one to look after a family member if they were sick. I remember you biked all the way to see Grandma Phyllis when she was sick. You made her chicken soup all by yourself. I know you have a kind heart. You'll do the right thing. You wouldn't let your little sister die, would you? I divorced Conrad. He's all yours. Can we put the past behind us? Can we? What do you say, sis?
What is he's all yours supposed to mean? Have you talked to him about it?
Yes, of course. He wants to meet up with you. He realizes you're the one he's supposed to be with. He feels terrible. So, how about that kidney? You'd literally be saving my life. I don't have much longer to go.
Give me some time to think about it. It's not something I can just decide on the spot. It's not every day someone asks for a kidney.
Please don't take too long. I'll make it up to you, sis. I promise. I'm too young to die. Do me this favor and I'll be fine in no time.
My name is Angela Macaulay. I'm 36. I have one child. My sister Melissa and I haven't spoken in 5 years. As kids, we fought a lot. She was always so selfish and took all my toys. As we got older, she would always take my clothes. I should have known she's never grown out of that sort of thing. But I never imagined that it would extend as far as my husband. I was 7 months pregnant when my husband, Conrad, just suddenly ran off with her. He left divorce papers and a farewell letter, and that was it. I never saw him again. I was absolutely dumbfounded. My parents were furious. Conrad's parents apologized until they were blue in the face. They sent gifts for the baby and even offered to pay for a live-in nanny. I was numb to it all. Nothing registered. My parents were so worried they had me admitted to hospital for observation. When the baby came, I finally snapped out of it. I had to. I wasn't alone anymore. I raised my daughter on my own. It was tough, but I managed to slowly put my life back together and start my own business. Things had returned to a kind of normalcy. My daughter adjusted well to her kindergarten, and my business, Angela's Aviary, is doing well. I'm a vet, so I do contract work with local zoos and pet shops. Then my little sister contacted me out of the blue and told me she'll give my husband back if I donate a kidney. What am I supposed to do? I had been putting off giving her an answer, but I'd made up my mind. Then my ex-husband Conrad messaged me. Hi, Angie. How have you been? I was fine until I saw this message. Now I feel terrible. What do you want? Don't be like that, Angie. It's been 5 years and not a day goes by that I don't regret what happened. I'm really sorry. I messed up big time. What, you think I'm just going to forget and forgive? You aren't going to get away with it that easily. I didn't think I'd ever hear from you two cheating scumbags again. Life was finally going well until you both started pestering me. Just leave me alone, will ya? Back then, I was terrified of becoming a father. You seemed to be so prepared, so confident it would all go well. I couldn't take the pressure. Give me a break. How do you think I felt? I was the one who gave birth. All you had to do was be there. The one time I needed you to be there, you ran away. With my horrible little sister. I'd never done it before. I didn't know what to do. It's not that out of the ordinary for first-time fathers to freak out. Freak out? Being nervous is one thing. Running away with your wife's sister is a whole different level of scum. I lost my head. She bewitched me. I couldn't think straight. I didn't know what I was doing. Bewitched you into signing divorce papers? Conrad, I haven't heard from you in 5 years. I'm over it. I just want to get on with my life. You two need to do the same, in whatever shape or form that takes. I'm sorry. I hurt you badly and I deeply regret it. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I want you back. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I'll be a great father. I'll be father of the year. You want me back? You mean you want to be married again? Yes. I've made the biggest mistake of my life. I just want you back. But you wanted to be with Melissa. You didn't seem to give it much thought. You just up and left. Nobody knew where you were. That was just a stupid impulse. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done. I regret it. I want to make things right for you and the baby. She's 4! She's not a baby. She goes to kindergarten and speaks. You've missed her growing up. You're the only woman for me. I realize that now. I've been an idiot. That letter you wrote me was pretty clear. You laid out the reasons you were leaving. I wasn't left wondering why you left. I just didn't know where you had gone. You wrote that you'd lost interest in me as a woman, that I wasn't appealing to you anymore. You even wrote that you were embarrassed to be seen with me in public. I lost all confidence. No, your sister made me write that. That's not how I really felt. I didn't want to write anything, I swear. I couldn't have come up with that level of nastiness all by myself. So you didn't mean any of it? My sister forced you to write it. Is that your story? It's not a story, it's the truth. She's not right in the head, your sister. She's crazy. I could have told you that. 2 years ago, she accused some construction site workers of looking at her as she walked past. Looking at her! She made me accompany her to the site while she screamed at them for sexual harassment. Then that night she started to regret it and baked them a big basket of muffins to say sorry. She took it over there first thing in the morning. What same person does that? Where was this? Pittsburgh. 2 years ago in Pittsburgh? Yeah, why? Just something I remember reading about a poisoning. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Melissa. I wouldn't put it past her. She's insane. Seriously, she's pathological. I had to get away from her for my own safety. So all that stuff you wrote, all those hurtful things, they were what you really felt? No, I was forced to do it. She has a way of getting under your skin. Once she has something on you, you can't escape her. She used every cent I earned, and if there is anything, any little thing she doesn't like or doesn't go her way, she goes totally crazy. I replaced all the plates with outdoor plastic ones because she kept throwing the china ones at me. She was always like that, even when we were little kids. She kept that psycho side hidden for the first little while, but it reared its ugly head as soon as we were married. When things didn't go her way, she'd lash out at whoever was closest. Once we were sitting on the sofa watching TV and eating ice cream. I changed the channel and she smashed her ice cream bowl over my head and stabbed me in the leg with her spoon. Maybe it's karma, I don't know. But her kidneys are shot. If she doesn't get a transplant, she won't live more than a few more years. I'm inclined to let her die, But I'm not a compatible match anyway, so I don't have to make that choice. Now she has even more reason to play the victim. She's using her kidneys as an excuse to be even more atrocious to people. She just lies in that hospital bed barking orders.
What kind of orders?
Visit me every day. Bring dessert. She's too embarrassed to have the nurses empty her bedpan, so I have to do it. All she eats is beef jerky and cake. It makes me sick every time. She treats me like a slave.
She's the most selfish person you'll ever meet.
And I'm broke. I've spent everything I had on her medical bills. I don't have a cent left. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. She refused to share a ward with the other renal patients, but a private room is so expensive. I don't even have enough money for dinner some nights.
That sounds tough. Any other person, and perhaps you, could talk some sense into her. Reason with her. But I know my sister. She won't give a damn that you aren't eating. She only cares about herself. You'd be better off just leaving her. She'll never change and only drag you down with her. Then, when you really have nothing left, she'll throw you away. I saw her do it in high school to a long line of boyfriends. She'll have lined up a young doctor or nurse for her next source of funding already, no doubt.
You obviously haven't seen her lately. She's as big as a whale, and the diabetes gave her gangrene in most of her right foot. It was amputated a while back. She's not catching any young doctors in that revolting web.
She told me her kidney failure wasn't due to diabetes.
Yeah, right. She drinks so much soda and eats so much cake you'd think she was sponsored by Murphy's Cola or something.
Just leave her. She'll make you regret staying.
So take me back, Angela. We'll have our little family. Just the three of us.
You seem like you really want out of that toxic relationship with Melissa. It might be good to have you around again. And Sonia needs a father.
Sonia? I didn't even know if the baby was a boy or girl.
Yeah, it might be good.
Really? Do you mean it?
But I'm not just letting you back in that easily. You betrayed me once, and I won't allow it again. I'll need to think about it. And you'll need to live up to a few expectations before I even consider it.
I'll do whatever it takes. What are the conditions? I know I can do it. You'll see. I'll do anything to be back with you and little Sonia.
All right, I'll let you know. See if you can meet my requirements. Just what the hell is going on, Angela? What crap have you been feeding Conrad?
There's no need to get so angry.
What? There damn well is every need to get angry. He went home and packed up his things. Then he put all my clothes, shoes, and accessories up for auction and sold the lot.
Oh, I wonder why he did that.
And why are you getting angry with me? Because he sold it all and gave the money to you. That's what he said anyway. What's going on? Don't play dumb with me. I know you were behind this. He said it was part of the list of things he had to do before you took him back.
That's what he said? What a big mouth. That mouth of his.
Who cares? Just answer my question. Why would he do something like that? Did you really put him up to it?
It's not obvious. It's for the alimony money you both owe me for cheating. I'm not sure that your garbage will be equivalent to 5 years of payments, but we'll see.
What the? You just wait a goddamn minute.
Normally, I would have done a lot worse. But as you are incapacitated, this was the best option.
Hit me when I'm down, eh? A surprise attack while I'm in hospital fighting for my life? That's a dirty game you're playing, sis. Mark my words.
What you did to me wasn't a nasty surprise. I don't think I can really hold a candle to your level of nasty.
You'll pay for this. When I'm better, I'm getting back every last cent.
Where are you getting the kidney from? You ain't having one of mine, that's for sure.
You what? But...
I never said anything about giving you a kidney. It ain't happening. I never even gave it a moment of thought. It's totally out of the question. I read somewhere that they throw away about 3,500 kidneys every year. Perhaps you could ask for one of those ones?
Wait a minute! I gave Conrad back! We had a deal!
There was no deal. You said you'd give him back, but what on earth made you think I wanted him back? What a ludicrous idea!
But you still love him, don't you? He still loves you, that's for sure.
Still love him? You're kidding, right? The minute he eloped with you, all the love I ever had for him and for you turned to loathing.
If that's the case, why are you contacting him? Huh? I should have blocked you on his phone. That weak and pathetic little man. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Well, he needs to pay alimony and child support. But I didn't contact him. I thought about hiring a private investigator to look for you guys, but then you both contacted me out of the blue. It saved me a lot of time and money.
If you don't have any unfinished business with him, why were you looking for him?
Did you not read what I just wrote? Alimony. Child support.
You should have just left him alone.
That's not going to happen now. I've already contacted my lawyer.
Don't you feel dishonest tricking him? He may be your cheating ex-husband, but he seems to genuinely want to get back together with you.
I never said a word about reconciliation. I said I'd think about it. That part is true. But I didn't say we would. There's a big difference.
Stop being so unreasonable! Just take him back! I'm sick of him!
It doesn't matter what you say. Your opinion means even less than his. I'm done being trod on by you two. You guys can fight between yourselves all you like. I'm busy, so please stop contacting me.
Wait a minute! Angela! You never had any intention of giving me a kidney?
Of course not. After what you did? I may be kind, gullible, and far too trusting, but I'm not stupid. I'm not going to give you a part of my body.
Do you know what will happen? I'll die without a donor kidney. I don't have much longer to live. You wouldn't let me die, would you?
What's your life worth? I hope you are reborn as a nice person. You've caused enough suffering in this life.
Why are you being so cold? I'm your sister. You aren't really going to leave me to die, are you? You have the power to save me. Angela! Don't abandon me. Angela, please.
You were the one who betrayed me in the first place. You and that wretched ex-husband of mine. You both plotted this, and now you'll have to face the consequences, whether you are together or alone. I'm under absolutely no obligation to help you. I demanded a lump sum payment for alimony and child support. At first, Conrad swore and tried to put up a fight, but when I suggested we settle it in court, he soon calmed down. I told Melissa I wouldn't give her a kidney, but the more I thought about it, the more it ate away at my conscience. I had to cut all ties to her for what she did, but we were sisters after all. I didn't want her to die, especially when I could be the one to save her. When I finally got the money from Conrad, I decided I would give Melissa one of my kidneys. But in another twist to this story, I wasn't a compatible match. So all the bitter back and forth between us was for nothing. She wanted to get rid of Conrad from the start, and she just used her health as a convenient means to do it. I never wanted him back, and, at least at first, had no intention of ever giving her a kidney. When Melissa found out about our incompatibility, she packed her things and walked out of the hospital. Nobody, not even Conrad, knows where she went. I don't know if she got that transplant or even if she's alive or dead. As for Conrad, he found himself caught in a mountain of debt. He stopped taking care of himself and goes to work looking like a homeless man. I've heard he's on the lookout for a new wife, but dressed like that? A mountain of debt? Plus 2 failed marriages? I don't think he has a snowflake's chance in hell of finding a woman like that. And as for me, I married a lovely guy from Nebraska. Even though he and Sonia aren't connected by blood, he treats her like his own daughter. I had a son 2 years after marrying, and we are now a happy little family of 4. I hope you all find happiness. The right one is out there for you. It took a horrible experience with Mr. Wrong before I finally found Mr. Right. Good luck, everyone! Thanks for watching! Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!